Welcome back to another Power Rangers video, where in this video we'll talk about all the different Ranger forms of Billy, the original Blue Ranger. So first let's introduce him. Here we have Billy Cranston, the Blue Mighty Morphin Power Ranger, played by actor David Yost. He's the smart one of the group, the genius, nerd, geek, tech guy, whatever you want to call him. In the original live-action TV series, he had very few forms, being the Blue Mighty Morphin Power Ranger and an additional Blue Ninja Ranger mode along with it later on. We'll first focus on his Blue MMPR mode, which he morphs into using his Morpher here, which is powered by the Triceratops Power Coin, which also serves as the Blue Power Crystal. These powers, or the Dino Power Coins, were granted to the original 5 Rangers by Zordon. And being the tech genius that he is, Billy invented the team's communication devices, and he made a blue one for himself. Now about his weapons, the Power Lance here is the personal weapon of the Blue Ranger, and this double-bladed lance could be split into a pair of side blades, and it can also be charged and generate blue electricity. And combined with the Rangers' personal weapons, they form the Power Blaster. His sidearms are the standard blade blasters, small sticks that could turn into small swords or ray guns. Additional weapons include the anti-sonic foam gun, a glorified water cannon that disrupts a certain monster's sonic attacks. Billy has 2 mirror type devices, which are his hand mirror and mirror shield, which while seem like normal mirrors, they have that Triceratops brand slapped on it, so it means something. And last of all, the Thunder Slingers, powerful blasters used to defeat the Super Putties. Before you move on, it's important to note that during the series, all of the original Dino Power Coins were damaged, and as a replacement, they got new Ninja Power Coins as replacements. So Billy's theme changed from a Triceratops to a wolf, although his suit didn't change. Now we're gonna mention the Zords that Billy used. The Rangers started with the Dino Zords, with Billy getting the Triceratops. Combined with the others, it becomes the Dino Megazord. Then the Dino Zords were upgraded into Thunder Zords, with Billy getting the Unicorn. It combines with the others into the Thunder Megazord. After getting the Ninja Power Coins, the Rangers got new Ninja Zords along with it, with Billy's Zord being the Wolf. It forms the Ninja Megazord when combined with the others. And last of all, the Shogun Zords, which carry the same animal themes as the Ninja Zords. Billy's Blue Shogun Zord has a wolf theme, and together with the others, they form the Shogun Megazord. Now we're going to talk about Billy's vehicles, the rides that he used. We've got a total of 3 different bikes for Billy, although not all of them are actually used. First is the Triceratops themed battle bike, which was only shown in the background once, but sold as toy merchandise. It has a sidecar attached to it for the Pink Ranger to ride. Then there's the Thunder Cycle, a horse themed bike that is also more of a toy exclusive, not showing up on TV. And then there's the Shark Cycle, made from the fossil of a prehistoric shark. Now this one was actually used by Billy. And we have to mention the Rad Bug, a Volkswagen Beetle capable of flight, built by Billy himself. It was used when the Rangers' teleportation systems were damaged. Now we're going to quickly mention some other Blue Mighty Morphin Ranger forms shown on TV. There's the Metallic Armor, a shiny glittery protective layer that adds defensive power to Billy's suit. There's the Wild West Blue Ranger, a form assumed by Billy's ancestor William. The suit has an old western style appearance to it. Then there's Billy's Evil Clone, a double who also morphed together alongside Billy, resulting in 2 Blue Rangers at the same time. We're going to give an extra mention for that time that Billy became the Pink Ranger after he and Kimberly went Freaky Friday and switched their bodies. Now that we're done with Billy's Mighty Morphin Blue Ranger mode, we'll move on to his Blue Ninja Ranger mode. Now these powers were given to the Rangers by Ninja, an ancient blue robotic ninja master who gave the Rangers their ninja power coins. This gives them access to their ninja forms, which comes with masks instead of helmets. as well as a set of cool ninjutsu skills. Billy, for instance, was shown using this underground ninjutsu movement. Now, the reason behind this sudden ninja-themed elements during the show's third season is because they took elements from their Super Sentai counterpart, the Kaku Rangers, who in Mighty Morphin Power Ranger were made into the Alien Rangers. Now we are done with Billy from the TV show, we're going to make some changes here. Ta-da! These are Billy's Ranger forms from the 1995 MMPR movie. The suits are different as the movie occurs in a different reality than the one on TV. Billy here seems the same but different at the same time. He doesn't wear glasses, he looks less nerdy, and he's a lot cooler too, doing cool stuff like skydiving and rollerblading. So, as the Blue Mighty Morphin Power Ranger, his original power source is the same, the Triceratops Dino power coin, but with a different looking morpher that has more blue to it. He got them from Zordon, but the floating head guy here looks different. There's a new weapon here, the Stega Stinger, a grappling device which releases a strand of wire that looks like dental floss. His Triceratops Zord isn't shown, they probably didn't have enough budget. Now, about his Blue Wolf Ninjetti form, it's pretty much like the TV show's Ninja Ranger mode, but this time Ninja isn't around, and Billy got his wolf spirit from this power temple on a distant planet, guided by the scantily clad Dulcea. And we do get to see the Ninja Zords, with Billy's wolf being 100% 1990s CGI, as do all the other Zords and the Megazord that they form when combined. Now, there's still another live action Billy that we haven't mentioned, the one played by RJ Cyler in the 2017 Power Rangers movie. So let's talk about that one, shall we? Billy this time is different as he is black and has autism, although he is still highly intelligent and is a tech expert. When he found his blue power coin, it gave him superhuman physiology, becoming super strong and able to jump great lengths. So he and the others were taken in for training by Zordon, whose giant head again looks different this time. Billy morphs into this different alien / Iron Man looking suit with a removable mask. His Triceratops Zord has a more complicated look with insectoid legs and built-in energy cannons installed on its large horns. It merges with the others into the Megazord. This Blue Ranger form has another color set as seen in the Battle for the Grid video game, although this wasn't Billy but rather his predecessor, the Kinozoic Blue Ranger. Some interesting facts about this Billy: he was the first one in his team to unlock his morphing and also the first one to die and get revived. He's the first autistic Power Ranger ever, and he also serves as the catalyst for the Rangers to becoming a team, as it was because of him that the Rangers got their power coins, and it was his death that cemented the team's resolve and made them stronger. Now we're going to move on and talk about comic book Billy, specifically Billy from the popular Power Rangers comics published by Boom Studios. Now, Billy Cranston here is the same nerdy genius as his live action TV counterpart, but he lives in a different timeline which runs a different course, leading to Billy having a few other Power Ranger moves that we have not seen before. So these are the several Ranger forms that he has. We're going to talk about them one by one. First of all, he's the Blue Mighty Morphin Power Ranger who controls the Triceratops, Zord, etc, etc, same stuff there. But then Billy also developed this power suit, which is fully armor plated with strength advancements and jet propulsion, which basically makes him Iron Man. And in the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles crossover event, the Rangers lost their morphing abilities for a while, so they took the Ninja Turtles' equipments and made themselves into these Ninja Rangers. And Billy also became the Black Ranger for a while when all the Rangers had their powers mixed up, which also made his personality change a bit, becoming braver and stronger. And before we forget, in the Justice League crossover specials, Billy wore the Prometheus armor and weapon while he was unable to morph, so that's it for Comic Billy. Now, about the original Billy, his story arc on the TV show was one of the best, which is why we're going to talk more about it here. In the earliest episodes, we see him as an intelligent person, but socially awkward and lacking confidence. But towards the second and third seasons, he had evolved into a more confident person and a better fighter. He dresses better too, ditching those silly oversized overalls. He was turned into a little kid alongside the other Rangers, but managed to restore himself using a device that he himself created. But he was the only one, as the device got destroyed and the others all stayed as kids for a while. And when the Rangers acquired their Zeo powers, Billy decided to retire as a Ranger and acted more as a consultant and technician for the team, while no longer active in the field. But when they needed someone to host the Gold Zeo powers, Billy stepped in as the first choice. Unfortunately, the powers had to go to Jason, as the powers rejected Billy's body that had absorbed too much negative energy from the command center's explosion much earlier. And remember how Billy restored himself to his normal age? That procedure had a terrible side effect, causing him to age rapidly, growing older by the day. And then he fell in love with Cestria of Aquitar and travelled to her planet to heal himself at the Eternal Falls. This interspecies relationship is kind of funny actually, as Billy was previously afraid of fish, but seems to have no trouble loving a humanoid alien fish thing. And after having his body restored, Billy decides to stay with his new love on Aquitar, just like that, and says goodbye to the Power Rangers. And he just pretends like his parents are already dead or something. So in the end, Billy here is probably the Ranger with the biggest arc, showing incredible growth throughout. He's also the longest running Blue Ranger of all time, spanning 3 seasons. And he's the only Mighty Morphin Ranger to keep a single power without giving it away to others or switching to a new color. Billy would later return again for cameos in Super Mega Force's Legendary Battle and in the upcoming Beast Morphers team up, but without removing his helmet for obvious reasons. Now, there's a legacy that Billy left behind that would be picked up by Noah Carver, the Blue Mega Force Ranger. Just like Billy, he's a brainy tech geek Blue Ranger with glasses. He holds the legendary Blue Mighty Morphin Ranger key, which allows him to tap into the Blue Mighty Morphin Ranger powers, becoming the Blue Mighty Morphin Ranger himself. And speaking of legendary devices, there's a toy exclusive Mighty Morphin Blue Dino Charger that could theoretically morph a Dino Charge Ranger into the Blue Mighty Morphin Power Ranger. Now we move on to our final bonus section, where we'll show 3 more not very important Billys from the multiverse. There's Billy Cranston from the unaired pilot for what was supposed to be the first American adaptation of Super Sentai. He morphs into Bioman Blue. There's also Billy, the Blue Meow Ranger from an official parody spin-off series. There's also Billy Blake from the 90s Hamilton comic, who's rather ugly and has a different surname for whatever reason. And other bonus stuff. You know how while Billy is the only Blue Mighty Morphin Ranger in the TV series, not counting William and Kimberly, in the Boom comics there are at least 4 other people who have assumed that role. They are number 1, Nikolai Chukarin, a Russian guy who was from an earlier team recruited by Zordon back in 1969. Then there's Leonardo, the Ninja Turtle, who during the comic crossover was given Billy's morpher to borrow. They even had their own turtle Dino Megazord. And then there's Serge, a French guy who's part of the all-new Power Rangers in the Mighty Morphin Pink series. This guy also used the Shark Cycle tool, which had been modified to fly at that time. And last of all, there's Kimberly, who underwent that temporary incidental power exchange among all the other Power Rangers. So that's it, our video about Billy and his Mighty Morphin Blue Ranger powers. Make sure you check out our other Power Ranger videos here. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye.